salsa, I didn't want to keep, didn't want to cut up everything in the video. That was boring. So, I cut up a lot of tomatoes last night because I needed to know how many cups I had. So this is 6 cups altogether, and I needed, it was either, I think it was 10 at least. So we went to, me and my friend Kristen went to Boone Hall Farms today and loaded up. I got plenty of tomatoes because I don't have enough to make 10 cups. The ones I still have are green, so I can't really use this. So I'm just gonna finish cutting up everything, onions, peppers, and then I still have to cut up all the cayenne peppers because I think I'm gonna make at least a little bit of it hot because I gotta do something with all these cayennes. So I gotta cut the bell peppers, and I have gloves for my cayennes. If you ask my mom that story, I learned that lesson when I was a little girl. So I'll cut it all up, and garlic too. So I'll tell you the recipe after I get all this done and ready. I just didn't want you to watch me do this because it's boring. So I will just turn it back on when all that's done. Alright, I got everything cut up finally, and ready to go. So I'm just gonna cook it. I'm not gonna can it tonight. I'm just gonna cook it because I don't like chunky salsa, so it needs to be cool. So I'll just put it in a blender maybe tonight, but it might be tomorrow to get it where I like it. Because this salsa, it's called zesty salsa. It really is. You can use it for more than just salsa, especially if you don't leave it all chunky. So that's how I like it. So I'm just gonna go and give you the recipe because I always hate when I look for recipes and you have to read through like a novel to find it, or watch a whole video to get the recipe. So I'm just gonna read off what I use, and this came from another YouTube video I just found and decided to try. And her YouTube channel is called Living Traditions Homestead. But anyway, okay, so it's 5 cups of green peppers, which I didn't use any green peppers. I used multicolored peppers, red, yellow, and orange. So I don't think that really matters that much. 5 cups of onions diced up, 10 cups of tomatoes diced up, 2.5 cups of diced jalapenos, which I'm doing a separate batch, using my cayennes instead of jalapenos. So you can kind of change it how you want to do it when it comes to some things. Since you're canning it, you don't have to can it if you're gonna eat all this in like a week. The next ingredient is 1 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, which most people have. You just have to make sure it's the right acidity. If you're canning it, it has to be at least 5%. And then 3 cloves of minced garlic. I did a lot more than that because I really like garlic. So again, that's something you can leave out if you don't like it, but something wrong with you if you don't like garlic. And then the last couple of things are 2 tablespoons of cilantro, but again, I put a lot more cilantro in mine. That's probably like a whole cup of cilantro chopped up, and then 1 tablespoon of salt goes in all that. So I'm just gonna move all this, put it in a pot, and then we'll cook it down, and then we'll go from there. What it is. Alright, so go ahead and get this stuff in. So I'm going to do all the peppers, which again, if it says 5 cups of green peppers, but I've got 5 cups of all the color peppers I want. So they're all bell peppers. 5 cups, and all this will cook down. Hopefully I don't need to get a bigger pot. No, we'll stick with it. We'll see what happens. Okay, 5 cups of peppers, 5 cups of onions. I did Vidalia onions because they make you cry less. Oh God. Yeah, I'm gonna need a third pot. Oops. So last time I did a half recipe. So underestimated. Oh well. Okay. Now we're good. Alright, so 5 cups of onions. And then all the tomatoes. This is more than... Oh no, I need 10 cups of tomatoes. Yes, so 10 cups. So this is about 10 cups. So most of these are from my garden. And then some of them are from the Boone Hall farm that we went to yesterday. And then this is where I asked you to put the jalapenos in, but I'm not gonna. I've already chopped up a bunch of the cayennes, but I think I'm gonna get this mostly cooked and then maybe split some out so I can do some hot. Cause I'm afraid I like hot stuff, but I'm afraid I'm gonna burn everybody's face off to whoever gets to eat this later. Okay. 1 1/4 cup apple cider vinegar. Again, it needs to be at least 5% acidity, and I know this is. And that's because I'm water bath canning it later. That way I can have it in the pantry for a little while. There's 1 cup and 1/4 cup. And then 3 cloves of minced garlic. This is like 10 cloves of minced garlic, which I'm fine with. And then 2 tablespoons of cilantro. Again, this is like a cup of cilantro, but I like cilantro. And then you do 1 tablespoon of salt is the last little ingredient. Alright. I'll just stir it up. And then all you have to do, you just stir it up and then you stir it a lot. And then you stir constantly until it comes to a boil, and then you let it simmer for 10 minutes, and then you stir it a lot. I think I cooked mine a little bit longer than that, but it's long enough, because later, since I'm not going to can it right now because I got to get all that stuff together, you have to reheat it anyway because you want whatever you're canning to be hot, and then your jars have to be hot. Everything has to be hot, so you don't bust your glass when you're canning it. So, and to me, this recipe didn't sound like a lot of liquid, so I thought it was going to be weird. All the tomatoes and stuff in here and onions, it sweats everything out, so it's liquid. I still have 1 jar left in here, and it's liquid. And I'm going to put it through blender later too. But anyway. So I'm not going to make you watch me do this, but this is what it looks like. When you start, it's very pretty. It looks so good. I just eat it like this, honestly. But anyway, I'll show you what it looks like after it's cooked. And then again, I'm just gonna put it up in the fridge, and then I'll reheat it when I'm ready to water bath can it. But I'll bring it back and show you what it looks like when it's done. So this has only been like 2 minutes of stirring, and there's already this much liquid in it. So yeah, don't, if you're worried about it, which I was, but if you were, then don't be if you make the same recipe. It cooled down enough for me to put in the blender. I'm doing the hot one first. I haven't tried it, but I think it's gonna be good. I can smell it. I took a lot of seeds out of these. I didn't cut the ribs out, the cayennes I use, because they're really hot. So, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna splash this up everywhere. I'm just gonna puree it a little bit. I don't want it to be like soup. I just don't want it to be chunks. I don't like those little the tomato skins. When you cook them, they like curl up and get hard. I don't know, it's just gross. Last time I did this, I accidentally turned the blender on without the lid on. And I have salsa, I think, permanently on the ceiling. So I learned my lesson. Don't put this on the blender without the lid on. I think it's gonna get loud. So I'm still not gonna can it tonight because I don't have any hot jars or anything. But it's just got a better texture. I don't know. And then I'll just put it in these containers and put it in the refrigerator until I'm ready to can it, which I will show y'all. It's like 9:30, so that's not gonna happen tonight. I don't know if I can get this off to show you. I'm trying it. Sorry. I don't know if you can see this at all, just the texture that it made. I don't know. I like it better like that. Anyway, I will show you the canning process. I just wanted to show you this part, what I do.